Good morning, all. Let's create one program to show this design. You see on my screen, right? It is showing the stars in a right angle triangle shape. So while developing a program, right, we need to analyze the requirement first, right? So if you see the requirement at a high level, you won't get the logic, right? For every program, whenever you want to develop any program, you need certain specific logic, right? So if you see this, by looking at, you can see all the stars are showing here, right? So the first thing is the shape is a right angle triangle. It's a triangle, you can say. And if you see overall, you cannot get any idea. But if you split this design into rows and columns, then you can get. See, if you see this design in first row, if I divide this design into rows and columns, you can see like this. So in first row, you see one star. In second row, you see two stars. In third row, you see three stars. In fourth row, you see four stars, and like the way. So here, that means the first thing is we are going to show star, right? You can do this using system.out.println, right? Star, fine. And the second thing is how many rows are there here? One, two, three, four, five. So five rows are there. That means how you, that five means it is a counting, right? So how we can count for a specific number of times? So we go for a loop. We have different loops, right? While loop, do while loop, and for loop. So you can take one loop to count, just count the number of rows. So first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. So we have to take one uh, for loop to count the rows. And next, fine. Uh, you have taken one row, you have taken one, let us keep inside one method, right? Generally, so I am creating one method here, public void draw draw triangle, right? So then fine, draw star. You can keep, generally uh, this program is famous with stars, but you can keep anything, right? Special characters, we have star, ash, at the rate, a dollar, anything is fine. So now, so what I said, if you want to see, if you want to see a star, right? So system dot out dot println. So you can keep star. So what happens if you execute this? Since it is there inside a class and inside a method, so we need to uh, invoke this method from main obj dot, right? So if you execute this, what is the expected thing here? Star should be displayed, right? Fine. Then what I said, we have counted, right? How many rows are there? One, two, three, four, five. So five rows are here, right? So let's create one. Let's use one loop, right? Like this. Fine. So here we are counting, right? Of type int. Let us take a variable row which is starting from 1, and row should be less than or equal to 5. 5 rows are there, right? So next row plus plus. Now if you see this, execute this, what is the expecting behavior here? In every count, okay, in every count it should display the stars. So in first count it is displaying one star, in second count it is displaying star, but this is not the expected, right? Actually we need uh, first row one star, second row two star, third row three star. When you are saying like this, you can find one thing: the number of stars present in the row are equivalent to the row count. Sorry, the number of stars present in a row are equivalent to row count. See, first row, 1 star. Second row, 2 star. Third row, 3 stars, right? So like this, the count is increasing. So based on the row, here there is a relation between the row and the stars present in the row. Okay. So here, if you see, the count should be increased. So in second row, 2 stars. Third row, 3 stars. That means we need another loop, right? We need another loop to to iterate the stars. How many times? The number that is equivalent to row. So this is the another loop, right? Int, let us say it is a column. So from where it has to start? From 1 only, right? 1. Then here column is less than or equal to, I said, right, the number of stars present in a row are equivalent to the row number. That means the count should be less than or equivalent to row, right? So next row, sorry, column has to increase plus plus. Fine. So if you see this, so first is for counting rows and second is uh, to display these many to display the star these many times, right? Row number, first row one time, second row two times, third three times, like that. So if you execute this, it is coming. That means in first row it is coming one, in second row it is coming two stars, but not uh, the expected way. Here, if you see in second row, until completion of the number of star equal to the row count, it has to stay in the same line. That means you can keep this, right? System dot out dot println. Instead of println, you have to use print. How many times? When the column equivalent to row, till the column is equivalent to row, it has to display the stars. But once it is equivalent, what has to come? What has to do? It has to down to the next line. How you can go next line? By using system.out.println. So this will move the control to the next line. So the first um, loop is for counting the rows, and the second loop is for display the number of stars which are equivalent to row, right? If you execute this, this is what the expected one, right? If you want to see in some specific design some gap, yes, you can do this like this. Okay, so this is the uh, star in stars in right angle triangle shape design. Okay, and here it is just stars, right? If you want some other uh, special character, for example, if you want some dollar, yes, you can do this. See, like this. Since it is famous with stars, so I'm explaining here with the help of star only. And one more thing, it is fixed for 5, but the best way is the number of stars or number of rows should be given, should be drawn based on the input, right? So for that, for random input, it is not only for 5, it should be for 6, it should be some 7. Okay, so for that, how to make this generic way? So let us take one more variable, range, right? So it should come from the main method or from client side, and you need to pass, for example, 3, or for example, right? For example, if it is 5, what happens? Let's see. If it is 7, what happens? Let's see. Okay. So comment this one. Now execute. So it will have 3 rows. Okay. And now it is 5. We already seen, right? Now let's see um, for 7. See. So 7 rows will be there. This is one type of stars in right angle triangle shape. And one more thing, you can also display the numbers, right? You can also display the numbers like this way. You can see here. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The logic is, instead of displaying star, what we have to do? See, this star is displayed based on the number. Here, column is equal to 1, it will display 1 star. If column is equal to, it will display 2 stars. So instead of displaying star, we can display the column itself, the variable column itself. Because column one time it is 1, second time it is 2, third time it is 3, like that. So if you make this, just instead of star, if you keep the variable itself, then it will display the expected output. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and blah, blah, blah. Right? So, like this, the logic is very simple here, right? So, when you see a design or when you see a program, something in your mind has to come like, just we need some logical thinking. Okay. So, when you know these, the concepts in Java, you can do it easily. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this way. And please subscribe the channel Java Home. Okay, and get more latest updated videos. Thank you for your support.